We're gonna wait till we get somebody in here, CJ. Hold on.
Do your thing, bro.
We got a comment already, huh? Welcome to the CNG Podcast post-draft episode right here, man. I'm G Walker, and I got my dog with me.
CJ, what's going on, everybody? Hope y'all having a good day.
So what we're gonna do right here, before we pull a video, what we're gonna do right here, in case you missed the press conferences from Caleb Williams, Adunze, Ryan Poles, and Eberflus, we're gonna be playing those. So whenever CJ give me the word, that I could take this picture off right here, we could get it cracking.
Mm-hmm.
Bear down, baby.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to pull this video up. We're going to get it cracking, like G Walker said.
Hello? Who's this?
Who's this?
This is Chicago Bears, man. How you doing?
Hey, who is this? That's hilarious.
I'm good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They told me to hold it for 5 minutes. I told everyone I've been holding it for a month.
5 months. I've been home for 5 months.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pass you over to Coach and Kevin Warren, and we'll put the pick in 5 minutes, or not in 5 minutes, but at the 5 minute mark.
Sweet.
All right.
My guy.
What up?
Hey, this day's going to go down as an iconic day in Bears history, my friend. I'm super excited for you that you realize your dream of being the first pick in the NFL draft. That's so cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I'm more excited about our football team starting this process of achieving our next goal, and looking forward to our journey together. And I love you, and God bless you. And here's Kevin Warren wants to speak to you too. Okay.
Yep. Sounds
and
good.
I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, Caleb, congratulations, man, to you and your family. Soak it in. This is going to be special. These fans are going to love you, and you're going to love them, and we're going to win a lot of championships together. So you can mark this next one off your list that you had. The next one we got to do is win a championship. So enjoy your family, man. God bless you, and safe travels.
Appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all.
Okay.
All of y'all.
This game, you're not ready for.
Welcome to the post-draft episode
First
right here,
day.
man. We're just getting it in right now.
You know,
So,
getting the taste of
hang
what
tight.
it's like here.
We're gonna put the Caleb Williams
Um,
his press conference. So here it is right here.
since it's the first day, you know, getting the taste of what it's like here. Every time I've been here, though, you know, it's been except for when I came in high school, just to visit Chicago. But it's been last time I was here, it was snowing. Today it's raining. I thought we were gonna bring the sun today. I guess not. But no, it's been great. Really exciting. Really happy, and not only to be here with my family and stuff, but also to be able to have Rome Adunze at number 9. It's pretty sick, right? So really happy, really excited, ready to get going.
Caleb, you said many times in the pre-draft process that you wanted to land someplace that cared about ball, passionate about it. In the last 24 hours, what kind of perception have you gotten of how this city feels about football and your arrival?
Yeah, I would say the easiest thing is because we have stats on it, is this past, Fanatics, I believe it was, it came out that I passed up Caitlin Clark's record, which is, I end up, reposting it and saying, well, I guess that's Chicago for you. So that's probably my answer to that is all the love and support is strong. I've heard about it. And so to get it, to get some of that love and support that early is really awesome, really excited.
Caleb, you've had a lot of attention on you throughout your amateur career.
Yeah.
What do you think about all of that ratcheting up now? The attention, the pressure, the scrutiny, being in the NFL and being here specifically?
I would say,
welcome to the CNG
just do my
Podcast.
job. Don't focus on all of that. I'm always going to have
Man,
scrutiny.
Just catching up in case you missed it. This is what we're doing right now. We're getting
scrutiny
crackers. So leave a comment, leave a like.
I wear funky clothes and things like that. So, just do my job on the football field, win games. I think you win a bunch of games.
Don't forget to like, man.
You'll make a lot of people
follow.
In majority happy. So.
We heard from Ryan Poles yesterday in the video of your guys' interaction that he had to wait 5 minutes to turn the pick in, leaving to do that. You said you'd be waiting 5 months.
Yep.
What was that anticipation process like in getting ready to be drafted by this team? Did you envision just like all of this and what was going to come with it in your draft night?
Yeah, so I watched the Bears a little bit more than I ever have. Leading up to this moment throughout the season. So
welcome to the CNG Podcast post-draft EP. Tune in.
Anticipation part, I've been waiting for that day yesterday. And now that it came true, I'm excited. But I got a couple other goals to hit over the next few years, so I'm excited.
Caleb, does it go through your mind at all that there might be growing pains as a rookie quarterback in the NFL, or do you not even think about that?
I don't think I think about it, to be honest with you. I think about just doing my job, handling the things that I can handle. Dealing with the small things, holding everybody accountable, and everybody holding me accountable. Showing up to work every day, ready to go, and to have fun doing it. If growing pains do come around, it happens with a lot of players, and so you deal with it in that moment. You handle it, but I don't think about it.
Along the same lines, Caleb.
Go ahead.
When you talk about your nails, you talk about your clothes, is it something that you're comfortable in your skin?
Yes.
What up, Troy? What up? Yo.
Wake up and go in the mirror and look at myself.
Hey, a lot of
people
got mixed feelings about it, bro. That's okay.
I know who I am. I know what I like. I know what I like to do. And
I'll tell you, we got love and support.
I know that I work hard, and I enjoy what I do.
So you start screwing up, you better.
I'm very comfortable with who I am, and that's.
Shout out to the comment section on YouTube right now, guys. We
appreciate
you guys. We appreciate you.
Situation that was going to be pressure packed number one pick coming to this franchise. A lot of people would kind of try to temper some of those expectations, not as an indictment on your ability, but just to kind of manage some of the pressure. You kind of went the other way, like 8 Super Bowls, get all these goals. What is it about you that doesn't want to duck any of the smoke that comes along with the expectations?
What's the reason to duck? It's here. There's no reason to duck. I'm here. Rome's here. Keenan Allen, top 5 defense that we had last year. Special teams, all the new roles, whatever. We're here. So I'm excited. I know everybody's excited. The Bear fans are excited from what I've heard and seen. And there's no reason to duck. Attack it, head first, and go get it.
Caleb, you touched on those growing pains a little bit, but kind of everywhere you've gone, you have the confidence that you are the best. Do you come in here expecting to be great right away?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? Obviously, if there's growing pains, you handle them, but that doesn't mean that affects your greatness. There's trials and tribulations that you go through. Why would I go somewhere, work so hard for so many years, and in every situation that I go to, believe I'm the best, and then I get here, and I don't believe that. That doesn't mean that I go around and boast. It doesn't mean that I go around and say that. But the way I handle my work, the way I carry myself every day, how I treat my friends, families, teammates, the faculty, the executives here, the custodians, whatever the case may be, treat everybody, as they are. We're all equal, and everybody should think that they're the best when you do things and you work so hard for stuff.
Caleb, you talked the last couple of days about all the hard work you put in growing up and to get to this point. How much of that was innate and just part of your personality, and how much did you have to learn?
I think it's a process. I would say most of it you have to learn. I don't think anybody's born, with those things. You have to learn and you have to work towards them. And you have to have people around you, that are going to tell you right from wrong, whether it's your family members, mentors, friends, and things like that. And then you take it from there and you make choices of how you're going to be, whether it's, actual physical trait of what you do, or whether it's actual something like leadership and things like that. So handling it in those ways and through those lenses, you always kind of work for it and work through it.
Caleb, we saw the video message that your mom sent you last night. What was that moment like for you watching that?
Yeah, my mom is in here tonight. Over here on my right. No, it was great. We're a tough family. We don't necessarily give too many, congratulations and moments like that. Because you get to live every day, and you're grateful for that, and we're all grateful for that. But you're working towards something, and so to have this moment, and be a Chicago Bear of this, historic this team that we're building and things like that. So, for her to do that for me, in a 3 minute, I think it was 3 minutes and 33 seconds. For her to record something like that, I heard she choked up a little bit also. It gets me, pretty emotional. I tried to hold back the tears. I couldn't. And much love to her. Shout out to my mom. So, yeah.
Caleb, it's clear that the Bears have known it was you for a while. So how much of this pre-draft process have you been able to actually start learning their offense with Shane and Gary?
None. I've been on phone calls with them, building a relationship, just talking, and that's really been it. It's been a journey, and building these relationships so far, and we got a long way to go. But I'll be learning the playbook here next week. I think they said Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or something like that here coming up. So we're excited.
How much of your role as a quarterback do you feel in game situations is to make your teammates better, to put the team on your back in crunch time and be the reason the Bears win?
I wouldn't say that the QB position is necessarily to be the reason why the team wins. It's to be a portion of it. There's obviously, 10 other, people in the field when you're on the field. And then, at other times, whether it's special teams, there's 11
good
people.
Answer. That was a good answer.
And, on defense, there's another
11 people on the team. It's not always on the quarterback.
Sport.
Good answer.
That's why I love the sport so much. But my reason to,
Hey, Troy, who the free agents did we draft? Undrafted guy.
My reason why I play is to win games and win championships. And so I want to be a big portion of it. I want to go out there. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy. I want to do it with my teammates. And so what better place to do it than the Chicago Bears?
How did you get to the place in your life, in your career, that you're not fazed by any of this? The cameras, the interviews, all this stuff. Obviously, it's going to get bigger and everything, but right now you don't seem fazed by any of this.
Yep.
Get to that point.
I would say when you prepare mentally and physically and spiritually for things like this, for moments like this, when you actually are in the moment, you don't feel fazed, you don't feel nervous, you don't feel the butterflies or anything like that. You're ready for it, you're prepared for it. And so, with that and then the help of my support team, my mom, my dad, girlfriend, and team outside of actual football, and then actually the coaches and the people around me that have, my mentors that help instill all these things in me, throughout time, whether it's me watching them or them telling me, right from wrong or good job or bad job. You grow up and you progress. And so, they help prepare me for these moments. And so, the feel of being worried in these moments doesn't ever really cross my mind.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Go Bears.
Yeah, okay, what's going on, everybody? That was just a portion of the Caleb Williams press conference. So what did you guys think about his press conference before we pull up the next one? I think it's a doomsday, but I like his answers, how they asked him a question about the credit that a quarterback gets. He gets some of it. Like he said, he wouldn't say that a quarterback gets all the credit. And that's what you want to hear out of his mouth, because a lot of people tend to think that all the credit, the quarterback gets all the blame and all the credit, right, CJ? I can't hear you, CJ. Are you muted? Can't hear you.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, I was just saying that I like the fact that he puts his teammates, saying it's a collective, effort out there, not just putting it on him, but the other 11 guys out there on the field, So that was a good answer from him.
We got one comment on YouTube from from Isabella. She says, "Man, that's something we don't hear anymore in sports: humility and selflessness." Yeah, and that's what you want to hear, man. You want to hear a guy that's pretty much confident, in his abilities, and he has humility as well for being the number one quarterback on the Chicago Bears, man. So the fact that he can walk those lines of being, confident, cocky, whatever, he knows how to blur those lines and not come off overconfident, over arrogant. He does it the right way. You know what I mean? So whenever CJ is ready for the next video, unless he got something to say about the comment, we can get it cracking, CJ, whenever you're ready, man.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna get to it.
It's Ryan Post on the Bears. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, man?
Good. You ready to roll?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be really fun.
Hey, Ron.
And if you in here, welcome to
How you doing?
post draft EP, man. We getting it cracking. So shout out to you guys.
Oh man, it's the real, man. It's the real.
I cannot believe it that it worked out exactly like you said it would.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
That is unbelievable, man. We are gonna be. It's gonna be a hard cover. I know that.
Oh yeah,
It's
so you
gonna
already
be-
know that.
it's gonna be a
With
hard
the trio
cover.
of us. We
Oh,
gonna
man.
make it happen now.
Well, congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
And,
Appreciate you.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you and Caleb started to build a relationship too. During this process.
Yeah,
That's so
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah. No, we already tight, so we gonna come in day one, coming to get it. So
Hey, Ron, congratulations to you.
thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Hey, bring everything you have. Say who you are. You're going to love these fans, and they're going to love you, and we're going to win a lot of championships together. So God bless you and your family, and soak it all in.
Rome, how was the flight this morning?
It was great. I flew us. So
What's going on, everybody?
got us
Hey.
got us here safely.
Hold on, CJ. Pause there. We got a guest, CJ.
Caleb crashed your Zoom interview yesterday when he finds out that you're going to be his teammate. What was
Yo.
We
got a guest in the building. Let's pause
What
this.
up? What up?
We got a guest. That boy Bobby. What's happening, fool?
What's the word? It's a time.
What's
It's a great
good
time
with
to be a Bears fan. Get ready.
Get ready. Man, before we get to it, what's your thoughts on the draft, bro? How you been?
Solid draft. You go get your young quarterback of the future. You pair him with an excellent wide receiver to go along and create one of the best wide rooms. They got to put it on wax. Then you got a young top 10 defense. You went and got you a punter. And that's something
Right, we needed that.
think about. And it's a necessity if you want to NFL. You got to be able to flip the field. The punter for last season was trash. Now you get a guy who was given the award for the best punter in college football. So, and then you go get you a young edge.
Crazy.
I like the edge. He come with a lot of pass rushing moves. They're going to be here to tweak them a little bit and get right. Overall, I'm good with the draft. And you even got an offensive tackle to go ahead and add on to the depth there. Nope, bro. No complaints.
Man, it's so crazy that you say that, bro, because that kid that we drafted from Hinsdale, Illinois, the tackle, bro, I saw some of his tape and I was like, yo, I want that kid. So I stopped watching the draft and I looked up, bro, we drafted that kid, bro. That dude allowed only one sack since 2021. So, Bobby, what are your thoughts about that third round gem we just picked up for a tackle, bro?
Bro, you got to continue to add to this offensive line. You got to do that by any means necessary. There was a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, who really kind of overlooked the investment that went into the offensive line. There has been some investment there. Some guys didn't pan out. And we keep it pushing and you keep adding to this team. So I'm all for it. Now, Braxton Jones, if you like that, secure your damn spot.
Right. Right, it's facts.
Hey,
man. Hey, I like what Poles was doing with the offensive line. So, Bobby, before we get into the next content, this is Robert Dunze's press conference. Now, we didn't go defense in this draft. We didn't go really offensive line crazy. So let me ask you this. Did Ryan Poles believe in his offensive line more than he believed in Justin Fields? and just kept pretty much what we got? What you think?
I believe so. I mean, if we thinking about it, you got Darnell Wright on the right tackle. He's solidified, solid. You know he's going to be good. Nate Davis, I think, bro, he lost a mother, man. I don't know what that feels like, but I know that's not something that you can easily go through. So I'm going to say he going to get his mental health right as time went on. I believe he should be that guy that we paid from Tennessee. Then you went and attacked the center spot with Ryan Bates, and then I can't remember the other game, Coleman Shelton. You got him. Tevin Jenkins is going to be your left guard. He's solidified. Braxton Jones, though some people wanted to see, Joe Alton there, he's still a good tackle. Not Hall of Fame type, but he's still a good left tackle. So I think it's safe to say that he trusted that line. And plus, he already said the timeline for Justin Fields just didn't match up with his plan.
And that's what I was saying from the jump as far. I just thought, Bobby, you've been on the show a bunch of times, and I'm like, I just think Justin Fields ran out of time. Like, everybody's critiquing a little bit too much. I'm like, he just ran out of time. That's just really what it was. Because I think he would have did well with this offense that we got. But hey, man. But I'm gonna get these comments right here. It says Bears signed quarterback Austin Reed. Okay, thank you for that information, Troy. On YouTube, shout out to the people in the chat on YouTube. Bears signed quarterback Reddy Stewart. Okay. Hey, Troy coming in with the info, bro. We appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. Bears signed British Columbia tackle Theo Benedict. Okay. All right. Then we got Isabella said, man, I'm not sold on that tackle now. He played Ivy League ball against cream puff teams.
Man,
we gonna see, man. Ryan Poles knows what he's doing in the draft. Go ahead, Bobby.
I was gonna say, I think you just gotta see it. I mean, bro, I got something for you, Isabella. Do you like Max Crosby? He played at Eastern Michigan. I understand it's Ivy League, but Eastern Michigan is not viewed as so to me, can a guy come in and work? Can you develop fast enough? And can you take advantage of the opportunities given? We shall see.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna get back to the content of the press conferences right now, man. So whenever CJ ready to hit that button.
Rome, how was the flight this morning?
It was great. I flew us, so I got us right. Got us.
You were going to be his teammate. What was that moment like between you guys backstage when you get to envision this, what you started a couple weeks ago with the workout, now becoming a reality?
Yeah, it's kind of surreal, the little things, before any of us knew how it was all going to play out, that happened before were kind of special to make that moment even more special because, it actually came to fruition. So it's super, super exciting, to be a teammate of his and to be along this journey together. Something that's special and something hopefully when we're done with our careers, we look back on as, the first moment that we realized we were, teammates.
Sorry, Rome, have you heard from DJ or Keenan Allen since you got picked up yesterday?
I believe so. I think they've texted in the group chat that I was in when we did our workout, just congratulating us both. So, yeah, those guys have already reached out.
Rome, when you played against Caleb, what stood out about his game?
Oh, man, it was...
That's what's up, man. The best reaching out. Let's go.
Doing to our defense. So, very special and a very unique skill set. When you watch him play, there's things that he can do on the field that, you don't see any other quarterback doing. So he brings a unique skill set. He's very confident in the pocket, very confident, extending a play. And, the play's never over till, the whistle's blown. You know that.
Ryan Poles said that he was sweating it out, hoping to get you at 9. What does that mean to you? And were you at all sweating it out, or were you just gonna be happy wherever you went?
I definitely had the mindset to, be
I
happy.
knew he was going wide receiver, bro. I knew it. Bobby, I told him, man. I told him, Bobby.
Fantasy well, and I came into this.
You had to go wide receiver at some point, man. And that was kind of my question too. I can mention it once we done getting the video though.
I knew when that phone call came in that from Illinois that it was going to
be
the Bears, and I was super excited.
So
I'm happy he had that sweat to come get me as well. You always want to be somewhere where you're wanted, right? So I want to be here. They wanted me here, and I think that's a good connection to have.
Rome, this year, did you keep track of where people were slotting you kind of in the mock drafts and the rankings? Because you really seem to rise pretty regularly throughout the season as you kind of showed what you can do.
During the season, no, I really didn't. During the season, my number one focus was, making sure I was there for my team and making sure, I was, fully prepared every week to help my team win and go on that national championship run that we did. So during the week, no, but, through the off season, working towards the combine and all those different things, I would look at it every now and then, but I don't put any validity into the drafts because, they've never been fully correct. So you never know how it'll work out.
How do you feel about this conversation?
Rome, I understand it's almost like kismet with you and the Bears because your first jersey was Urlacher. Hester's your favorite player. Your aunt took you to from Northwestern, took you to the Air and Water Show. How does it all factor in?
It's
Don't
crazy.
forget to smash that like button or that follow button on YouTube,
all those things are
X, or
coincidence,
Facebook.
right? But
Appreciate it.
You start to think about it, and it's like, man, is it really a coincidence? You speak into existence all these different things, these coincidences happen, and now I'm here. It just makes it that much more special, and it kind of seems like it was meant to be. So to be somewhere, to have that history as it growing up, going to the air show, Devin Hester being my favorite player, first jersey's a Bears jersey in Urlacher. It's almost too good to be true.
What was it about those conversations you had with the Bears that made you feel like this is going so well, this is such a great fit that you wanted to come here?
I feel like they truly did their research on me, honestly. I think they really understand what I could bring to the offense and what I can bring to this organization. And when I was having those conversations with them, it wasn't like I felt, they hadn't missed anything about me and who I was as a person and who I was as a player. So I appreciated that. I did my research as well on them, knowing that, who I was coming in with and who they were trying to get in the draft and who was already in the wide receiver core as a whole. So, I think we had that.
You got to do your research, baby. You can't be in this game without doing your research.
Beyond like last year, it's the team that was built for so long on defense. To see the investment that they made yesterday, not only with Caleb but with you and what they're building offensively, what kind of feeling do you get coming into a unit like that?
Excited to attack, really. It really reminds me of, all the key pieces that I had in college and the pieces coming together for the incredible seasons that we had. It really, feels like that same feeling, having so many weapons on offense, bringing in a guy like Caleb, which, at the helm of it all, allows us to do so many different things. So I'm super excited for the, attack mindset that we'll have on offense, the explosiveness that we can bring to any football field. And I think it'll be special.
How do you describe your experience last season with Washington of going on that climb and winning the Pac-12 and winning the college football playoff game and playing for the college football national championship? What was that journey like last season?
It was great. It was a lot of adversity, a lot of perseverance through some tough times. And I think through a lot of doubt as well. You guys are over here on the east side of the country, so I don't know if you guys were staying up to watch our games. So a lot of people counted us out and continue to do so all the way up into the very last game. So we had that chip on our shoulders, knowing that the only thing that mattered was what was in that locker room and the effort that we put forward and invested in one another. So, through a lot of that adversity, through that perseverance, we believed in one another. And I think that can take you a long way.
You mentioned, playing with some pretty good players in Washington. What did you see defense? How did you see defenses get stressed by the fact that you had other really good receivers? And if you thought about what that could look like this year with Keenan and DJ?
Absolutely. I'm stepping out of a very good wide receiver core into another great one. So for me, it's very reminiscent of the exact same situation. And I think when you have a wide receiver like a quarterback who can throw the ball anywhere on the field from any body position from anywhere on the field, it just creates too many problems for defenses.
What a time to be alive!
A lot of solutions for different coverages.
Yes,
so
sir.
Just having that availability and having wide receiver core that can out there and make plays, and the quarterback to make plays at any given moment, it's hard for any defense to completely game plan for that.
Do you enjoy the challenge of potentially changing or being part of the group that changes the perception or the reality of the Chicago Bears, that the offense has been inconsistent at best for years? I mean, you guys have heard that. Do you like that idea of changing it around?
Definitely. You know, I come from Seattle where people thought, you know, how can you have an offense like we did, #1 passing in the nation when it rains like that? And how can you compete through those conditions? And, you know, people say it's cold and it's not the environment to have success out here in Chicago. And for me, I don't have that mindset at all. You know, to be able to come in here and for us to do exactly what we say we're going to do. And that's have a lot of success on offense and put points on the board to win games and play team-oriented football. So we're going to play our part to a T on the offensive side of the ball. And you know, everybody's perception, I think, will continue to shift.
Hell you talking about? Hell y'all talking about? Green Bay, don't let us.
I had told everybody.
Let them know, Bobby. Don't let us.
Let them know.
Minnesota, don't let.
Hey,
so I'm a chill though. When I was
going through that process, they weren't giving me a time because
It's
they
all
didn't say I
good.
was doing the drill exactly how they wanted it done. So to me, I wasn't leaving that field until I had completed every single task that I said I was going to complete. And that's just me as a man. I feel like I hold my word very, very sternly and doing what I say I'm going to do. And it was my goal to go out there and compete at every single thing in the combine. So I wasn't going to leave the field till I was done.
Thank you guys so much.
Hell you talking about?
Thank you.
Hell you talking about?
Man.
Man, Bobby, before we bring it up, man, so what do you think about him saying, one, he's used to kind of pretty much playing in crazy weather, and he's a man of his word. What do you think about his character right now, man?
This is why Ryan Poles is building out one hell of a team. Every guy you talk about, they speak this way. High character guys. I know we was mad at Ryan Poles for not getting George Pickens, but look at the character that he displayed on the field this past season.
Right.
That's not a Ryan Poles guy. If you want to be a Ryan Poles guy, you got to be a high character guy, and you gotta let your confidence show. He don't want guys that's nervous. He want guys that are confident. Rome Odunze and Caleb Williams are talking greasy. Obviously, they got to put it on the field. Obviously.
Greasy.
But I can't be mad at the confidence that these two young fellas are displaying so far. But you got to put it on wax. That's all I ask.
CJ, what do you got to say about this, man? Because these guys are talking with that like Bobby said, they talking greasy. They talking like the NFC North is going to be theirs this year. So what do you think about, Odunze's confidence, just like Caleb Williams, man? What do you think?
Man, look, people have been saying it for the last 2 to 3 weeks, or even up to now. You've never seen a team like this with a superstar potential quarterback, a superstar potential rookie wide receiver, and everything is in place. Look at you got Swift at running back, you got Komet, you got Everett at tight end. Your offensive line is decent. You've never seen a team what type of offense is built the way that it's built. Keenan Allen. So just on that fact alone, people are talking about the offense. Now, it's funny what they're saying about the defense, but we'll get into that another time. This is about the offense. Green Bay is kind of quiet. Minnesota is kind of quiet. So it's like now you see what Minnesota did, going back and getting Turner at the 17th pick. You better start making sure your defense is going to be able to cover these dudes, because Odunze, this guy, man, the way he contorts his body in the air and catches the ball at different angles, that's crazy for a dude his size. The fact that he can track the ball in the air, that's crazy. So the fact that we got a guy at number 9, and I've always said, get the best talent available. Fuck all this trading back talk. That didn't make any sense for the Bears to trade their 9th pick back, to get somebody that maybe they may not have wanted, to fit their offense. So the fact that we got this kid at 9, we got him with DJ, we got him with Keenan Allen, we got him with the tight ends. Yo, where's there not to love about this team right now? You got to be excited if you're a Bears fan. Of course, the other teams, they're going to talk about the Bears defense. Oh, the Bears defense don't match the offense. Okay, we'll see.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, man, and I'm gonna say this. Man. I was on board, not trading number 9 pick because there was generational talent there at 9, bro. There was Bowers there. That was Turner there. That was Verse there. That was a Doomsday there. It was a lot of guys that it would have been a mistake trading back, only to look for something like a player that you were going to need next season anyway. It just didn't make sense to trade the pick back this season, man. We looking like a playoff team potentially, so you have to maximize the talent. You have to maximize the potential and the positions that are skill positions. The fact that we got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, and we have a baby 1 wide receiver as the 3rd wide receiver on our team is ridiculous, man. So I think this kid is going to be great, man. His stats are off the charts. I was looking at a graphic, and everywhere I looked, he was better than Marvin Harrison Jr. So, Bobby, the whole Bears Nation was screaming for Marvin Harrison Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr., MHJ, and this kid might actually be better than him, man. Do you think that?
Coming out of the draft, I would have went Marvin Harrison Jr. as the top wide receiver. The NFL is different. It all depends on your situation. It all depends on your quarterback, who you with. Situations matter. We shall see, bro. We shall see. I mean, I believe both of these guys are going to have great careers. And I think once it's all said and done, we'll be able to say, at least at the minimum, without pinning them, against each other, that Romo Dunze was a great pick. You can at least say that. So I think it's a win-win situation.
Right. Okay. Hey, Bobby, I got to ask you this question, man, because I got people in Atlanta. Go ahead, G. Go ahead. I'll come back to that question. Go ahead and read the comment.
Let me get these comments. It says intelligence and personality. Then she says it seems like Pose wants confidence. Yeah, see, the thing about I'm noticing about these draft picks talk a lot like Ryan Pose. Very articulate, very confident. They all sound like Ryan Pose, bro. So if you look at how Caleb's speaking and how Ruma Dunze speaking, they all speak with that flair, that confidence, man. But they'll take your throat. So that is something that I notice about these picks. They all sound like their GM.
Isabella says hear every time Evan Warren takes a mic. Championships. Every time he touch a mic, he talking about championships, and that's coming from the top all the way down to these young bucks who just got here. It's crazy,
right? Yeah. And we got Isabella saying we might actually have something. Then she says this young man is well put together and very intelligent. Yeah. Then we go back up to a couple of comments we missed about Austin Crosby. Austin Booker is Max Crosby, but 20 pounds lighter. Then she comes back with the stats saying he's 6'3", 215 pounds, and he ran a 4.45 40. God damn. So I think the next piece we got right here, we're gonna bring up CJ. We're gonna bring up the I think the Ryan.
Well, hold on, bro. We moving a little bit too. Hold on. Because I was gonna ask Bobby a question before you went to your next for the next thing. Bobby, I'm gonna ask you this because I have people in Atlanta. I got people in Atlanta. They saying Atlanta dropped the ball by getting a wide receiver. I thought for sure that Dunze was going to go at that 8th spot. Do you think Atlanta dropped the ball by getting another quarterback and they already having Matt Ryan there?
No. I think that the decision to go get Michael Penix was a great decision. If you have Kirk Cousins as your quarterback in that division, y'all going to the playoffs. You're not going to have a top 10 selection again as long as he's there. So now you get a guy who comes in with all the talent in the world. He gets to sit, he gets to learn, and once Kirk Cousins' guaranteed money is gone, and Kirk Cousins is gone, you got a guy that's been sitting that's ready to take the helm. He's played in big games, everything. The same people that's complaining about that, they give Green Bay all the love for doing that 3 times. Well, 2 times. Brett Favre, then they got Aaron Rodgers, and then Jordan Love. So it's the same thing. I think it's a very valuable thing. I like the decision. Hey, you move on with it.
Okay, yeah, I meant to say Kirk Cousins. I think I said Matt Ryan, but anyway.
Yeah, you got Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess we're gonna move up to the next press conference with Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up.
Just to recap today, at 122, took Torrey Taylor, punter out of Iowa. Really excited about Torrey, one of the best punters I've ever seen, just in terms of his placement, as well as his leg strength to be able to flip the field.
Gotta take that
we
down.
turned it back in
My
at
thing's
140 Buffalo.
I took it down.
For future fourth for Austin Booker, a guy that we thought had tremendous upside. We love his length. We love how hard he plays. We just see a ton of upside. He's 21 years old. A lot of growth and development there. And then overall, really excited about how the draft went this year. Everything fell into place. I would have never guessed that it would have lined up the way that it did. So we're all excited. A lot of hard work went into it, and it paid off for sure. And now it's time to start a new chapter for this organization.
Yeah, so I just want to start off by thanking Ryan and his whole staff. I mean, it's a big process to be able to get the right guys on the football team that are good teammates that love football. That's a deep process that we have to go through, and there's a lot of people that are involved in that, from trainers to medical doctors to strength and performance, and just want to thank him for that. It's a big process, and then how we really connect with the coaches. We really do that in a deep way, in a good way, and the communication has always been great since we've been here, and we're just trying to get to the right answer. And we definitely did that this time for sure. And we've done it the first 3 times. We're the 2 other times. So I think it's exciting to look at the process. We're getting better every single year as we go. The experience with each other, and I think it's really good to say thanks to those guys that are all involved in that. So with the draft, you talk about Caleb, and then Rome, the first 2. I think it was really cool how they got to fly, just by happenstance, fly together to Detroit and then get on a private jet with their families and fly here. That's pretty cool, to be able to do that all together, get to bond a little bit with each other. And I had I guess it was 12 of them, two draft picks, and then the family members back in my office to visit. Man, it was a great process, to be able to sit there and visit with those guys, and I just took time to thank their parents, because to have the quality of men you have in Caleb and Rome, that doesn't happen. You have to be raised that way, and I really wanted to thank their parents. They're all good there, so they make good teammates. Why? Because they love football. To me, that's what it's all about. Are they talented? Sure, they're talented, no question. But it's going to be fun to watch those guys grow up together. And then with the next pick, with Karan, interesting story that a year ago he was at Kemper Lakes Golf Course. I was, I'm friends with the owner Steve over there, and a lot of the guys over there. So a really good track. The last 3 holes are called the Gauntlet. I mean, and they ain't lying when they say that. It's pretty hard. But so I got off actually I was making the turn, and he's standing there. He says, "Coach, how you doing?" I said, "Yeah, how you doing?" He's a great looking guy, right? Lean, long.
Bro, what are you talking about?
For his position, great feet. And he said, "Hey, you're gonna end up drafting me next year." And I was like, "Okay, we'll take a look at you, because I haven't seen him on film yet." But he did. So it came true. I mean, how crazy is that? And so now I got a good golf partner with his dad. He's probably a scratch golfer, but whatever. And Torrey, Torrey's a weapon for the whole football team. When you think about it, I know an average, last year the high was 5.8 a game, at 99 punts, and the low was in the mid 50s at 3.3, per game, average per punt. And those things count. You can flip the field on those. The punt and pins are huge. And, this guy's a big talent. So we're excited to have him. And then Austin, great job by Ryan trading back, into it and getting him.
he's a guy that's got a lot of upside. He's long, he's fast, he's got a lot of bursts to close. You can definitely see that, and he plays an aggressive style, and we're excited to have him too. With that, I'll open up the questions.
And does this draft feel to you like a big moment and a big accomplishment in your career?
I don't really look at it that way, but to have the opportunities we did this year, for everything to go what I think is in a really good direction.
It's crazy.
It's really big for our football team. I think we made huge strides forward. There's work to be done, but this is an impact draft for this organization for sure.
When you guys were at USC,
I think so.
Tell me your story. How did you?
I'm with him though.
His story shaped
I want high character people in my building.
what made him tick?
Hey, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button on Facebook and YouTube and X.
Tell that he's all ball. I mean, he loves football and he's diving into it. When he was a running back and then switched over to the quarterback as a youngster there, and then the amount of time that he put into really studying the position and really working his craft, trying to master his craft. Really, you saw that come, when he won the Heisman. So, it's and where he is right now in terms of his game. And you can definitely see that he loves the game.
Do some of that stuff at 10, 11, 12. That's unusual even by high-level athletics.
Yeah, it is. They just got an innate gift, to be able to spin the football, and it's exciting to watch.
For both of you guys, Caleb's obviously not a perfect prospect or a finished product. As he gets in the practice field here soon, what are one or two areas of emphasis that you'll have for him at the very start of his career?
You said Caleb?
Caleb, yeah.
Yeah, it's really just the operation, right? He's going to have to operate the offense. He's going to have to spit the calls. He's going to have to be clean with his cadence, and just operating the offense. If it's in the huddle, from the no huddle, in all the situations, and he's going to have to, play point guard, and that's what he does, distribute the ball.
Ryan, when Mahomes came out, he had a losing record in college. And I was wondering, did you guys in KC project that he would become this crunch time winner who carried the team over the top and played his best at the end? Or was that just a benefit? I'm just curious if you could project that a guy will be that kind of guy, referring to Caleb, of course. But as it relates to Mahomes, that factor, did you see that then, and can you see anything like that in Caleb? Can you project that effect?
Yeah, it's hard to project to that level, but what you look for is what they can do. What tools do they have? The instincts.
Mahomes comparison, man. They gonna
They need to stop. They need to stop.
Can you develop all of the other pieces that they may be missing based on the system that they're coming from, or just some struggles that they have? But if they have a certain level of those physical tools, that the sky's the limit, and it can be a really high ceiling. And that's what we look for, and that's what Caleb has. He has a really high ceiling. Now we got to pour into him. He's got to put in the time as well, which we know both sides will
that
do
comment
everything
still
that we
funny.
can.
Yeah, he did. He said it.
Those around him, and then we'll see where that ceiling
You got to go back and really check it, but I think he did, Isabella.
He did. He said that.
I would say that I think it's really rare to have the skill level be improved so much, but the culture and the people be like top notch as well. Like, to bring really good people and really talented players in, and for that to be the same, I think that's really hard. And you don't have to worry about having a bad locker room, bad culture, through adversity, things going bad, and it starts to eat at itself. These guys love being around each other. They love football. And that's, coming up through scouting, those are the kind of the staples. You want to make sure guys are passionate about football, they're good teammates. And you lean into that, and you got to have faith that when you put a bunch of those people together, it can be special. So I'm just proud of the people that we've brought in on top of the talent as well.
Matt, what do you appreciate, Matt, about Austin and the fact that he was able to produce so much despite only starting one game last year, and Senior Bowl specific? How much did his showing down in Mobile turn you guys on to him in your draft?
Yeah, we were definitely had our eyes on him down there for sure. And he's got a slippery way about him. Some rushers just have the ability to, work around the tackle on the outside. And there was a couple other guys that were like that in the draft this year. But he's definitely one of those guys. And he's just got a natural ability to really rush the passer and understand when he gets to the top of the
I don't know if Eberflus is good on press conferences, man. Like it's like he be all over the place.
Disposition.
You identify Rome as one of those guys that has the talent and then the personality.
Yeah.
When did you find yourself particularly drawn to kind of his wiring and really his demeanor and the way he just is on an everyday basis?
Yeah, so for that, we really lean into our area scouts that spend so much time in schools. They did a great job getting the background. And then you obviously read stories and kind of pair everything together and realize how special the guy is. And you can hear with the conviction that our guys talk about Rome. And then on top of that, I had a really cool opportunity. I think it was right after Thanksgiving, flew out for the Apple Cup game. I think he had 120 yards. But then to see the player, make plays like that, I think it was like rainy and cold and just out there making plays for his team. And it was a really tight game. And I think they actually did a reverse or jet sweep on like a 4th and 1. And they put the ball in his hands and got it done. So it's cool.
Man, what do you think? What do you think you can do with this collection of offensive skill players that's been put together now?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough to defend. Start with practice. We got to defend those guys in practice, which I think is going to be really good for our skill set. On both sides of the ball. Because if you look at the receiving core, they're all different. Our halfbacks are all different. And the tight ends are different. They're a different skill set.
Bruh.
I think it's credit to Ryan to be able to bring those guys together, acquire those guys. And I think it's going to be very difficult to defend.
It's about to get ugly.
Coming in, the quarterback coming in. You have a long career, but you only have these 2 years where you've really worked with
something. Give them something, man.
How
Damn.
much more prepared do you feel to supervise the development of a young quarterback than you did when you started?
Yeah, I think it's a group process, and I really think that all of us together are going to do that at the same time, But I really believe that Caleb's in a really good spot, and he's starting at a good spot. He's going to finish at a good spot. We got to get him to the first game. Being the most prepared that he can be up to that point.
Man, specifically with Rome, what do you like about what he brings to the offense?
Yeah, just the explosiveness, the ability, and I love the work ethic. His story is just all about work, and I just love that. And he's going to fit right in with our group. But just the explosiveness that he brings, because it's fun to be able to throw, DJ or Rome or Keenan, a little 5-yard pass, and all of a sudden it turns to 20 or 25. Looks pretty good on the stat line, But also explosive plays are about winning. You win with explosive plays, and those guys bring that to the table.
For both of you, we know the expectations as a team are to win now, but even the best rookie quarterbacks have some growing pains. So I'm just curious, as it pertains to Caleb, what are your expectations for him specifically?
Yeah, just to work. Get to work, and he's going to do that.
He do talk a lot. He be
one
thirsty.
day at a time, get to work, go through the process, get to know his teammates, get the relationships going with every single guy, which he's done. He's already called all our draft picks already, and he's already reached out to a bunch of players, some of the key players on our football team. So that's really it. Just take one day at a time.
Ryan, you mentioned at the owners meeting that you and Ryan both knew when you took over it'd be kind of a tough sledding at the start to turn it around. But now that this moment has arrived, how do you describe the energy around this weekend now that it is kind of come to fruition, both of you?
Yeah, I would just say that really.
Damn, you gonna let him take all the questions?
It's exciting, and we understand that. We understand where we are and where we came from, and I'll just go back to it's one day at a time. Now it's about putting the football team together and the guys coming together, in terms of their relationships and learning the scheme, and let's get to work.
Matt, there's probably a lot of young Bears fans who think they're going to get drafted by the Bears. After that interaction with Karan, when you actually looked him up, what was sort of your reaction to seeing him on the film?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, he's good. Like I said, he's a long, lean, and he's got a lot of upside with him. So it was exciting, And then I got a chance to meet him, in person. I spent about 30, 40 minutes with each guy. On the 30 visit in my office talking to him, and got a great story, great family, and he's going to get it done.
Thank you.
Me.
CJ, can y'all hear me out there?
We hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh yeah. So what do y'all think, man? They seem like they locked in as an organization and a head coach and a GM, but sometimes it seems like listening to Eberflus, it's hard to stay with him, man. Like, I don't understand. Bobby, can you explain some of that for me, bro?
I can't explain nothing for you, big dog. That's a hard test to pass on with Matt Eberflus. Yeah. He ain't even want to let Ryan Post take a question.
Right.
Ryan Post answered 2 questions. It was like 10 questions. Ryan Post answered 2. Nah, man. But hey, it is what it is.
Man.
That's crazy.
Man, so hold on, man. Let me. We only got a couple more things, and then we're gonna get up out of here. We don't waste nobody's time on CNG Podcast, man. I got one piece thing I want to talk about real quick. And it's just about the draft class that we got, man. We 7-10 right now. These are the picks. Well, you know what? We kind of going ahead. We didn't talk about this guy right here. Hold on. This guy right here. Bobby, we traded back into the draft and got Austin Booker, man, in the 5th round. People are telling me that he was a top 100 pick, bro. What do you think about this pick right here, big dog?
You go get you a guy. The man has a lot of pass rushing moves. The speed, the closing ability. He plays into the whistle. He like Eberflus said one thing that was good. He's slippery, and he is. Mm-hmm. I seen him move a 300-pound man with ease while I was watching some film today. Right. He had like, it's crazy. Like, just to break down some of the moves real quick, like he got that Yannick Ngakoue, jump chop type of move. He got that bend. I'm not saying that he's Von Miller, but the ability to bend like a Von Miller, just for an example, it's gonna be up to him on how great he'll be. I think he has a lot of tools. He got to come in, be receptive to the coaching, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, this is a young guy that can get it done. He has the speed. He has the power. Now you got to put it on the field. So it's all up to him now. It's all up to him.
I got to read. So, CJ, a guy like this falls down to the 5th round. Why would he slip so far? And, Bobby, you can answer this too. Why would he slip so far?
Well, I think didn't he only play a few games this year? I think he was hurt this year or something like that. And he came back around the time of the bowl, I think it was. So I think he was hurt pretty much all season. But he's a good talent, man. Ryan Post knew exactly where to find him. They traded the 2025 pick just to go get him. So they knew exactly what to do. They knew exactly what guy to get. And it's crazy. All the picks that they've actually hit on, they actually got the picks where they wanted to get them.
Yep. So get your guy. And I think that is probably, I think that they said that he didn't really start much in college. And then you look at the program, so that might be into consideration. But it is what it is. Hopefully this is another guy. Hey, we got Braxton Jones in the 5th round. He's a solid player. Braxton Jones is solid.
Right. We got him in the right.
In the 5th round.
Right.
Hopefully this is another gem that you can find in the 5th round. A lot of the times these guys are just hit or miss in these later rounds. Hopefully he could be somebody that can earn himself some time. But like I said, it's all dependent on him. Everything's right there for you. Are you going to take the job?
Man, well said. But I'm going to start this one up right here, man. I'm going to talk about this guy right here, bro. I'm so happy, man, that we got a tackle in the 3rd round. Tackles in the 3rd round. Now, Bobby, you can agree with me or educate me. You get you a nice tackle in the 3rd round, he should be a starter, correct?
Yes, but I love it. Whether he starts or not, I love it. Because if he don't start, that tells me Braxton Jones stood on business. If Braxton Jones is not the starter anymore, that means he did not stand on business. And that means this guy stood on business. So may the best man win. I'm all for it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I'm getting tired of people and nobody hear people saying they coming from small schools and they not coming from SEC. Some of the best players don't always come from these big teams, man.
Yeah.
The latest example is Patrick Mahomes coming from Texas Tech. Not saying that that's a top flight school, but at the same time, he went down in the draft, bro. So it's like you can't always look at these schools and just be like, oh, he's not going to be good, depending because he went to a certain school. Man, these guys are talented everywhere. Find you a gym. He's like 6'7", 300 plus pounds, haven't allowed a sack. So I just like the fact that Ryan Poles didn't leave out the offensive line, man. Like he used the offensive line, the third round pick on the offensive lineman, bro. So I'm just happy about that, man. Like we're gonna have a camp battle between Braxton Jones and this guy right here. You better believe all summer camp and camp, they're gonna be talking about Braxton Jones and Kieran going at it. So Bobby, you agree with that they're gonna be going at it all camp? Like you think that's gonna happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm happy for it. If like I said, if you have any questions regarding your offensive line, regardless, if you have one question, you go address that issue. That's it. And they already said they're gonna bring more competition in this building. If you want a successful good team, competition will be breaded. And may the best man win. May the best man
rise
win.
to the top.
I'm all for it.
So CJ, before we get to the next part right here, we're gonna talk about Caleb Williams. And I'm gonna ask Bobby a couple of questions about him. So CJ, what do you think about this tackle right here, bro? I cannot wait for this camp battle, bro. Because we're gonna see if. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I've seen tape on him. One thing that I noticed about him is that he attacks right off the snap. I've seen him pancake a few guys out there. So to me, he has a little bit of athleticism. Now, is that going to transition to him, being a starter with Braxton Jones? It could be. It depends on how ready he is. But I like the fact that they're bringing in competition, like Bobby said, to push these starters because nobody should be a lock right now at their position except for Caleb and except for a few other guys.
All right, let me get to one comment, and we're going to talk about Caleb, then we're going to get out of here. We got Isabella saying we're going 8-9, possibly 9-8. Yeah. Then we got Isabella saying, man, you talking about Texas Tech, Eastern Michigan. It's the same thing as Ivy League. It's not Ivy League. It's nothing about rich kids typically. Pampered ass, spoiled ass, rich baby boys. I don't know if I can agree with that totally all the way.
That's necessarily true. I don't think that's always true. I mean, sometimes you work your ass off to go to an Ivy League school, and you come from the trenches.
True.
Right. You can't. I don't think it's fair to assume that he's a rich baby. You know what I'm saying?
You said Andrew Luck,
right? And then
Andrew Luck.
I said, didn't Andrew Luck go to Stanford? Is it Stanford an Ivy League school?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is. I think Stanford play in the Pac-12.
I don't think so.
But it's still, bro. Bro, you can work your ass off and make it to one of the best situations in the world without being a spoiled brat. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I mean, some guys are just smart. Like, just because you're smart, you can be smart and you can be physically talented and be an athlete. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually something that you should prefer if you're in the position of an executive for someone on your team or your staff. You want somebody that's intelligent, that could translate a playbook, that could translate angles on protecting your quarterback, moving their feet. So you want guys that are smart playing this game, and if they're smart enough to not get penalties as an offensive lineman, and he went to Yale, that guy should be playing, no matter what school he went to. You know what I'm saying, CJ?
Hey, I know exactly what you're saying. I definitely agree with everything you're saying, man. But let's get to this guy right here on the screen, man. 'Cause I know a lot. I know we got some things to say about this guy right here.
So Bobby, we gonna end this right here. I'm gonna go last. I ain't gonna take up too much time. So I'm gonna just get to it. What are your expectations for Caleb Williams, bro? It just whatever you think. It don't have to be. What are your expectations, bro?
To break all the rookie records, because it ain't a high ceiling to break. It ain't that high. All you need is about 2,500 passing yards, and you broke the record. It's that simple. Break every record you can. Why Caleb Williams? You talking greasy too. I love the confidence. We know you have all the talent in the world. You're coming into one of the greatest situations a first overall pick quarterback has ever seen. They don't have top 5 defenses. Let's keep it real. The Bears, it's not even their pick that they selected you with. They selected you with because they robbed the bank in Carolina.
We don't even supposed to be drafting this dude, bro. This is crazy.
It is. So put it on wax. And my expectation is, man, look, it might be a little rocky for 3 or 4 weeks. But at some point, we got to see progressional steps in the right direction. And Caleb Williams, you said that you believe you are great. I believe you have the opportunity to do so. Come out here, put it on wax, and leave no doubt. Every time we get a quarterback, we end every season with, man, I don't know. So come in here and leave no doubt. That's the expectation.
CJ, what are your expectations? I love their answers, man. I love the response, Bobby. I agree with everything you're saying. I'm gonna piggyback on that at the end. But CJ, what you think? What's your expectations of Caleb, bro?
I think he can get this team to a playoff team. Now, is that gonna equal to a Super Bowl? We have to wait and see. But there's this kid right here, man. I've seen so much tape on him, G Walker and Bobby. The way that he throws that football, the way that he can twist his arm to go certain different ways, man, I've never seen a quarterback do that. The way that he finds guys, the way that he looks down the field, he could just spot a guy from the left side, from the right side. He never keeps his head going one way. So the fact that he could just locate anybody out there in that field and give him the ball, we have not seen that. I have not seen too many quarterbacks that can do the things that I've seen him do on tape. So the fact that we got a generational talent like Caleb Williams, man, it just oozing with just winning. And we need to see more winning on this football team, moving forward. Regardless of whether they go 10 wins, 13, 15, whatever it is. This guy right here is a winner. The team is going to be behind him. The wide receivers are excited. The tight ends are excited. The whole football team is excited. So I just can't wait to see what happens, man. But my expectations for him and this football team, playoffs. That's all I want. And beat Green Bay's ass twice.
Please.
That's it.
We need to take baby steps, CJ. Can we at least get one Caleb? I want to see if Caleb Williams like that. Beat Green Bay, man. Beat Green Bay. We tired of this. We tired of this, G Walker.
Now, you see, I had to add that in there. I had to.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying this. I found out that we got the #1 overall pick again. This is all luck. If you in here right now, because the Chicago Bears organization trying to find a quarterback, 13 different quarterbacks the past 17 seasons or something crazy like that. The fact that Lovie Smith did what he did, won that game.
Shout out to Lovie.
The fact that we faced the Carolina Panthers, and you mix that in with what Ryan Poles has done as the GM, bro, this is a unbelievable time to be a Bears fan. Getting Caleb Williams and what Ryan Poles has done, and what the Carolina Panthers did with their dumbass, and what Lovie Smith did, he's still a Bear. With what they done, bro, they put us ahead of schedule. We're at least 2 years ahead of schedule. We're way beyond where we should be. We're way beyond where we should be right now. Because Caleb Williams, if he's him, is going to be the best quarterback the Bears ever had, and he has the weapons to go right along with him. Now, with that said, expectations, I'm with Bobby. Dude, you have a whip for an arm. You're a wizard in the pocket. Your IQ is off the charts. Your awareness, situational awareness, I've seen from him from watching tape. I've never seen a young guy that good at that age be that great in and around the pocket, keeping his head up, keeping up and going through his progressions, throwing the ball. So my expectation is to break all the records. I want 30-plus touchdowns. I want 5 interceptions. Less than 10 interceptions. Look, less than 10. Look, there's no excuse. At least 3,500 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, less than 10 interceptions, man. For this guy's talent, with the talent we have on this team, Keenan Allen, Odunze, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet, Everett. Dude, you got to cook, bro. I want us to cook. But that's all I got. I'm gonna get to these last comments right here. Then we're gonna end this. Give me 1 second. We got Isabella again saying, I said mostly all we learned in elementary school. That's just because there's an exception to the rule. It don't change the general rule. Okay, I stand corrected. Stanford is not an Ivy League school. Thank you. And the fellas corrected me on that. Wait, hold up. Isn't that Cal Orton's old number? It is.
That is correct, but now it's Caleb's number. Now it's Caleb's number.
It better be.
So we're gonna stick with that.
Come on, let's get it in the Hall of Fame, man. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, with that being said, oh snap, putting us in here like this. Hold on.
Oh me.
Hey, this shit tweaking, man. Hold on. All right, man. Bobby, but tell the people where they can find you at before we get up out of here, man.
Man, you can find me just about in a lot of places nowadays. But if you want the content, hit me up on Chicago Bears Central, Shy Bulls Podcast, and NBA Central. Appreciate the guys at CNG. It's always a pleasure. Appreciate y'all, fellas. Thanks for having me, man. For sure.
Hey, man. All love, all respect
DJ,
over
what
here.
you got for the people?
Hey, man. Y'all stay tuned. You know, we're gonna be doing a lot of Bears content this year, exclusive content. We got we got the subscriptions on Facebook. Y'all make sure y'all go check out those subscriptions on Facebook. We're gonna be bringing in some content, some exclusive content to that. Y'all go sign up for that. Y'all saw what happened, a few days ago. So I'm telling y'all right now, sign up for that, because if you don't sign up, you will be losing out on exclusive Bears content, exclusive Cubs content this season.
All right, man. You heard Bobby. You heard C. And this is G Walker, one, the other half of the CNG podcast. You heard my man say we got subscriptions on the page right now. So, it's going to be going down here real soon. Certain content is going to be, you're going to have to pay for it and get. And with that being said, it's going to be a great Bears season. Shout out to Bobby for pulling up, man. We respect you guys, man. We respect your thoughts. You always got something great to say, man. I can't wait to hear what you got to say, especially after all the time we haven't spoke, man. So I've been ready to pick your brain since the last time before the draft. So with that being said, since CJ want to flex on the subscriptions on y'all, Caleb Williams possibly tweeted us on X, man. I had to say it, man, in this very fast. So Carl Williams, shout out to you, man, for liking our stuff on X, man, and retweeting us, man. We appreciate you, OG.
Salute to you, sir.
Great in Chicago, man. So with that being said, we're gonna hit you guys this outro, and we out of here, man.